Hello and welcome to the second part of Glass Island event. We are in a dolls wandering group that is short on supply and a lot of our friends have to go into hibernation mode. However, Ulrich did found a deserted power plant with resources needed for us. The choice now is for the settlement to vote for looking for those supplies or not. We are not sure if this is safe or not. However, with the help or with the found of Suyomi's old friend, we did actually manage to get the votes in our favor, and now we're heading out towards the power plant. Mystical adventure. Farming machinery, plant seeds. It appears that numerous secrets are concealed within the thermal power plant. In the dark space, a rustling noise can be heard in the corner. But it ceases after a dull gunshot. The metal door opens with a few sparks. A hatchet figure slips inside stealthily and takes in the surroundings.
沃尔利德，没有发现深海活动。
No alien activity detected, Ulrich.
好，准备进入。保持谨慎，深海有可能隐藏在暗处。光源准备。
Alright, get ready to go in. Stay alert. There could be aliens lurking in the shadows. I'm turning on the light.
哇！看那里，架子上有很多箱子。
Look over there. There's so many crates of the shelves.
士兵有能源电池，状态不明，数量在20以上。
There are batteries over here. Can't really tell what state they are in, but there are more than 20 of them.
真的有这么多物资？
Oh, there's so much stuff.
大家根据之前发布的清单，按照优先级收集物资，不要慌乱。
Gather the supplies according to the level of priority stated in the acquisition list we sent you earlier. Don't lose your cool. Lotta, why?
怎么了？
What's going on?
没事，我只是踩到了东西。
I'm okay. I just stepped on something. Whoa!
你还好吗？
Are you alright?
没事，我没事的，对不起。
I'm fine. I'm fine. Sorry.
这是什么？玻璃？不对，这个罐子的材质是坍塌结晶。
What is that? Glass? No, this feels like a collapsed crystal.
这好像是种子。
Those looks like seeds.
种子？什么的种子？
Seeds? What kind of seeds?
我不知道。如果沃尔芬在的话，他肯定知道。
I don't know. If Wolfie were here, she would definitely know.
沃尔芬，我记得他是一名民用人形吧？印象中他是很喜欢各种植物，但是好像已经休眠一段时间了。
Wolfie? If I remember correctly, she's a civilian doll, isn't she? She has an affinity to plants, but I think she's been in hibernation for quite a while now.
他是我的朋友，休眠前是专门从事农业工作的人形。
Yeah, she's my friend. She used to work in agriculture before she went into hibernation.
这样，对不起。
I see. Sorry.
不，沃尔利德不用对不起，不是你的错。毕竟没有作战能力，艾伦愿意带上他，也是为了方便照顾坍塌昙花。
No, don't apologize, Ulrich. It's not your fault. She has no combat capability, after all. Eren agreed to take her in only because she could take care of the Collapse epithelium in the first place.
而且 当时他也是自愿休眠的。我只是觉得，如果他看到这些种子，应该会很开心吧。
Besides, she entered hibernation voluntarily. I just think she would be very happy if she got to see those seeds.
那我们带一些回去吧。
Then let's bring some back.
啊，可以吗？
Can we?
当然了，今天先拿一些回去，改天我们再来。等沃尔芬重启的那天，我们就把种子送给他，他一定会开心的。
Of course. Let's bring a little with us today and we will come back for more at a later date. We'll give Wolfie the seeds when she is reactivated. I'm sure it will make her day. By the way, man, Urit smiling like this is so damn cute.
但我们约定好，不能带计划外物资回去。
But we agreed we would not take any supplies that are not on the list.
一点点嘛，没事。快把种子收好，这里能源电池很多，我自己可拿不完。哎，还有块大功率的，这下有救了。
It's just a handful of seeds, it's fine. Pack them away now. There are so many batteries here, I can't move them all on my own. Yeah? There's even one with large capacity. They are saved.
大功率的。
High capacity battery?
怎么了？
What of it?
没什么，我先去挑种子。
Nothing. I will go. Patch the seeds first. Lotta scans the bottles and jars on the shelves and picks out the smallest container to stash into her backpack.
你们在干嘛？没事吧？哎，洛塔，你别随便乱捡东西啊！
What are you doing? All okay? Lotta, don't go packing trash.
我没有乱捡。
I'm not.
闪开，让我看看这边的东西。
Move aside. Let me see what you have got over here. Man, Bathilda, I don't know, she looks very angry. She's kinda correct, but she's too correct.
巴西达，这次辛苦你了。
Thanks for coming along, Bathilda.
没什么，我自己答应了罗莎琳来协助探索队判断物资的价值和设备状况，这都在我工作范围内。
No biggie. I promised Rosalind I would help the excavation team determine the worth and condition of the supplies. Just doing my job.
那这边先交给你们了，有情况随时汇报。
Then I will leave you to it. Let me know if you run into any problems.
好的，巴西达，你看这边。
Gotcha. Bathilda, look over here. Orit leaves Lotta and Bathilda to their work and heads over to join Litara in front of another pile of supplies.
丽塔拉，你记得沃尔芬吗？
Litara, do you remember Wolfried?
记得，是负责照顾坍塌昙花的人形吧？艾伦离开后，搜寻坍塌昙花的任务也不了了之，所以他很早之前就主动休眠了。怎么突然想起他了？
Sure, the doll in charge of taking care of their epiphyllums, right? After Ellen was gone, the search for epiphyllums didn't really matter anymore, so she volunteered to go into hibernation very early on. What got you thinking about her all of a sudden?
没什么，刚才洛塔提醒了我，如果沃尔芬看到这间屋子里的器材，一定会很高兴吧。
Nothing. Lotta brought her up. She said Wolfin would be very happy to see all this equipment in here. Urid conjures up the images of the agricultural doll named Wolfie trying to cultivate crops in the contamination zone in her neural cloud. She also recalled the moment when she decided to go into hibernation and bid her friends good night.
希望我们的物资能尽快周转开，它就有再启动的可能了。
I hope we can start making the supplies work for us soon. Then we can reactivate her.
如果资源足够的话，
If there are enough resources. Litara pauses and ultimately decides against writing out the sentence that would drag Udrit back to reality.
说起农业，这个仓库里的物资好像大部分都与农业有关。
Speaking of agriculture, all the supplies in this warehouse seem to have something to do with that.
这边有很多分类保存的人造肥料，一些光照和温控设备。那边角落里还有个小型种植机械，似乎是用来播种和耕地的，不过看上去保存状态不佳。
There are a variety of artificial fertilizers on this site, all sorted into categories, along with some equipment for illumination and temperature control. In that corner, there's a small planting automaton that I believe is used for sowing seeds and plowing soil, though it has definitely seen better days.
我在那边也发现了一堆保存良好的种子。为什么在污染区里会有这么多农业物资？
I also found some well-preserved seeds on the other side. Why are there so many agricultural supplies in the contamination zone?
我也在思考这个问题，可能与这座设施的功能
Thinking about that too. Maybe this facility also function as... Before Litara can finish writing, the warehouse door slams shut from the outside with a deafening clank. Litara's pen slips, leaving a long, black line in the notepad.
怎么回事？
What's going on?
门打不开了，怎么办，沃尔利德？
我来看看。
沃尔利，小心，姐姐！巴西达！
天花板上藏在死角，可恶！各单位准备迎战！
视觉模块。
巴西达，你还好吗？
不用管我，重启一下就好了。喂，你们不要在室内随便射击啊！破坏了物资怎么办？
你先去墙角的桌下藏好，其他的我来协调。不能射击的话，就用这个。丽塔拉，室内作战对我们太不利了，要尽快脱离。
沃尔利德，戈多，弓箭。
知道，作战交给我和洛塔，你也去角落避战。
巴西，我没事，你专心想你的。怎么出去？快想，快！机械！沃尔利德，种植机械启动！
用种植机械靠谱吗？
功率可以，双大门。
洛塔，接住，用它启动种植机械，往大门撞。
这个信号是？
快点儿！我要撑不住了。
是。种植机械，电池仓在，找到了！快动起来！求求你快点！
不对，是这边，是要撞大门啊！
我来。
竟然从外面把门顶上，深海也能有这种智商？
开破地带，反击！
我知道，到外面就好说了。各单位，立刻开始反击！
Again, surprise me with long and sick animations.
贯穿，
Elites are following us. Suyami, get ready to eliminate them.
实施束手就擒。
巴西达，丽塔拉，
Bathilda, Litara,
小心！
look out!
还有，
There's more.
来不及了。
It's too late. Just as the elites' teeth are about to close around Lotta, their planting automaton that has been lost in the chaos suddenly reappears. It wheels as it rams right into the growling elite, then crashes into the wall with a loud crack and tips over onto the floor. Its battery falls out of the stall.
应该不会再动了吧？
It's not going to move again, is it?
真是的，什么时候能别这么冒冒失失的？啊，机械都坏掉了。
Sheesh. Can you stop being so careless? Oh, the automaton is no good now.
对不起，巴西达最讨厌弄坏机械的。
Sorry. Bashilde hates being machines getting wrecked.
巴西达，你怎么样？
Ashida, are you okay?
我左眼视觉模块坏了，掌握不好距离而已，没事。
Me? The visual module in my left eye is dead. It just messes with my depth perception a bit, but not a big deal.
那这个大功率的电池还能用吗？
Is that high capacity battery still salvageable?
应该不行了。型号和种植机械原本就不完全匹配，强行使用的结果就是这样。
Don't think so. The model is incompatible with the planting automaton to begin with. This is what you get from being so rough with electronics.
不能用也没事的，我们还收集到了不少其他电池，别太担心。
That's okay. We have still got many other batteries, so don't worry.
这家伙肯定是想着能用这块电池启动沃尔芬吧？
Ah, this one here must have been thinking about reactivating Wolfin with this battery.
你，果然被你发现了。
Oh, you got me.
对哦，沃尔芬是农业人形，输出功率确实应该比一般人形更大。
Oh yeah, being an agricultural doll, Wolfin does need a bigger battery than usual dolls. Why? Is agriculture much more difficult than combat?
刚好这块就是，我以为可以的。
This one happened to be a high-capacity battery. I thought it could.
就算能用，也不一定会分配给沃尔芬呐。你别太天真了。
Even if it worked, who said it would be given to Wolfin? Don't be so naive. You're right. Lotta is still clutching the battery that has been burned to a crisp tightly. Exasperate, Bathilda yanks the battery out of her hands and tosses it aside. Tears start welling up in Lotta's eyes, and she bites her lip stiffly. Seeing her like this, Urid feels like she should say something to comfort her.
洛塔，你看，是不是这个机械就像替沃尔芬在保护你一样？
Look, Lotta, didn't it look like this automaton was trying to protect you in Wolfin Place?
啊？你在说什么傻话？
Huh? What the hell are you talking about?
不是，我不是那个意思。
No, that's not what I mean.
我也没听明白，对不起。
I don't really understand either. I'm sorry.
索敏，首领大人这句话是什么意思啊？
Tsuyami, what did Miss Supreme Leader mean by that?
我也不知道，可能姐姐是想安慰一下洛塔小姐吧。
I don't know either. Big Sis might be trying to comfort Miss Lotta.
安慰？
Comfort?
太紧张了，只能想到这个。
I was so flustered. This is all I could think of.
洛塔，别太担心。沃尔利德的意思是，只要我们的物资充足，就有机会唤醒沃尔芬。他并没有真正离开你。
Calm down, Lotta. What all it means to say is that as long as we have enough supplies, we will get to reactivate Wolfin. She hasn't really left you.
我知道的。谢谢你，丽塔拉。
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Litara.
那个，你也是为了我。如果没有这台机械，你们就只能带我的素体碎片回去了。所以，你也别太沮丧了。
I know you did it to save me. If it has not been for this automaton, you would have to live with my frame in peace. So don't feel too bad about it. Still, Bathilda sometimes has some nice moments.
别担心。
Sure, don't worry.
担心倒也没有。这种植机械刚刚到底是从哪里跑出来的？还真及时。
Not actually worried. Where did this planting automaton come from anyway? It sure had a great timing.
好像是撞到了对面建筑物的大门上，避障转向回来的。大家过来看。
I think it ran into the door of the opposite building and turned to avoid more obstacles. Come, take a look at this.
还真是，这座建筑物的门禁已经被破坏了，就是刚刚那台种植机械撞的吧？
It is true. The locking mechanism on this door got destroyed. It must be from the impact just now.
按照监控编号规律推测，之前的监控室里那些黑屏的监控对应的位置就在这里。
According to the number patterning of the CCTV cameras, this is the place with the inactive surveillance feed.
我建议，在目前人手还较为充足的情况下，进入建筑物探查，这也是为之后的行动方向取得更多可参考的情报。
I suggest we enter the building and survey it while we still have ample manpower. This will also give us more information to work with for subsequent operations.
我也同意。
Yeah, I agree.
那仓库里的东西怎么办？就不管了？
But what about the stuff in the warehouse? Are we just leaving them here?
那些可都是宝贝，当然要管。我看我们就稍作休整，顺便整理一下已经取得的物资。3小时后进入建筑物。
Those are all treasures. Of course we are not leaving them there. Let's rest up for a bit and organize the supplies we have gathered while we are at it. We will enter the building in 3 hours.
好的，姐姐，
Got it, Big Sis?
明白。
Understood. Unsolved mystery. Without supporting evidence, a guess will remain a guess. In the ruins of the thermal power plant, Tsuyami and Bathilda are standing outside the door of the building, keeping an eye out of the danger while also guarding their supplies.
姐姐他们进去有一会儿了呢。
Big Sis and the others have been in there for a while now.
想说什么就说，反正现在也没什么生孩，只是看守出入口也很闲。
If you have something to say, just say it. There are not any elites around anyway, so it's not like you have got much to do here.
我在想，洛塔小姐刚刚提到的朋友，巴西达小姐，您和洛塔小姐很亲近，您与那位叫沃尔芬的人形也相熟吗？
I was just wondering about this friend that Miss Lotta mentioned. Miss Bathilda, you are quite close with Miss Lotta, so do you know also this doll called Wolfin?
当然，她也是我的朋友。
Of course, she's also my friend.
啊，我很抱歉。
I'm so sorry.
抱歉什么？如果是同情就不必了，光靠同情也不能唤醒她。
Sorry about what? Spare me your sympathy. Sympathy alone won't make her.
巴西达小姐，您和沃尔芬小姐还会再见面的，因为您和洛塔小姐一直都想着她。
Miss Bathilda, you will definitely see Miss Wolfin again, because you and Miss Lotta are still thinking of her.
突然说这个干嘛？
What's with the sudden cheesiness?
因为我也不想看到您失落。对不起，我太自以为是了。
I just don't want you to be sad. Sorry, I'm being presumptuous.
啊，我也没那么说吧。别管这个了，沃尔利德他们怎么还不回来？里面到底什么情况啊？
I didn't say you were, did I? But enough of that. What's taking them so long? What the hell is going on there?
不知道，但是姐姐丽塔拉小姐还有杜莎尼小姐都在，应该没问题的。如果有情况会联络我们，我们只要把后路确保好，不要让他们再像刚才一样被关进去就好了。
I don't know, but with Big C's, Miss Litara, and Miss Dushevnaya around, they should be okay. If something goes wrong, they will contact us. We just have to secure their escape route and prevent them from getting locked up again.
你一提到沃尔利德就话很多。
You are awfully negative when it comes to Ulrich.
我是因为巴西达小姐说没有生孩，现在很闲，很闲。
You did say there's not much to do here because there are no elites around. Huh? Not much to do? Hang on.
怎么了？
What's going on?
我们在外面这么久，没有一只生孩过来。虽然刚才清理了附近仓库里的生孩，但这也不太合理吧？
We have been out here for so long, but we haven't seen a single elite. We did clear out the area around the warehouse, but what are the odds?
不好吗？多打几只生孩也对你没好处。喂，你干嘛？
Isn't this a good thing? Fighting a few more elites wouldn't do you any good. Hey, what are you doing? A thought occurs to Suyami, and she abruptly leans in close to Bathilda.
我有件事想验证一下，巴西达小姐，您带着坍塌辐射检测装置吧。
I would like to test a hypothesis. Miss Bathilda, you are carrying a collapsed radiation detector, aren't you?
带着是带着，你要干什么？哎，你去哪儿？警戒怎么办？
I am. What of it? Where are you going? What about the sentry duty?
我马上回来。
I will be right back. Suyami doing Suyami things. She's so... I don't know. She's so like... special. Inside the power plant, Urit quietly opens the door and slips inside the room. She sweeps her flashlight across the space, and after making sure it's safe, she calls for their teammates to come inside.
这个房间不太一样，好像实验室。啊，角落里的是终端吗？
This room looks a bit different. Like a lab. Huh? Is that a terminal in the corner?
大家小心一点，看到不确定的东西就喊我或丽塔拉处理。洛塔，检查一下终端的情况。
Be careful. If you come across anything you are unsure about, get me or Lita. Lotta, check the terminal.
首领大人，大贤者，请看墙上那个。
Supreme Leader, Great Sage, please look on that on the wall.
又出现了。
Another one? Urit walks over to the wall and takes down the picture frame. She wipes away the dust with her fingers. It is a photograph of two unfamiliar dolls. Having explored multiple rooms, the dolls are no longer faced by their discovery.
果然是一样的照片。
It's the same photo again.
这2名人形到底是谁呢？每个房间都有他们的照片，到底是为什么？
Who are these dolls? Why is there a photo in every room here? They are dolls. You sure?
我倒是觉得照片上这个人，左边的那个，他怪怪的。怎么说？给我的感觉像是没载入心智程序的素体。
This doll here, the one on the left, she gives off a really weird vibe. How do I put it? She looks like a doll frame without a neural cloud.
这里的未解之谜也太多了，一个一个去想会过热宕机的。
This place is full of unsolved mysteries. Our neural cloud will overheat and crash if we think about them all too hard.
是啊，问题太多了，我们甚至不知道为什么在污染区的深处有这样一座热电厂。
You're right, there's so many questions. We don't even know what a thermal power plant is doing so deep within a contamination zone. Litara's writing hand pauses with unease.
会不会是为了供应附近的居住点？环境这么恶劣，这里通往居住点的电缆或许已经像腐朽的骨头一般烂掉了。
It does speak normal, right? Is it to generate power for nearby settlements? The environment conditions here are terribly tough. The cables leading to the settlements would have rotten away like old bonds.
可是根据索米提供的周边环境信息来看，在合理的供电范围内，热电厂附近没有规模合理的居住点。我们所在的那个已经是最大的废墟了。
But according to the geographic data that Tsuyomi has collected, there are no reasonably sized settlements within the power plant coverage area. The one we are in is already the largest set of ruins.
而且考虑到建设成本，就算更远的居住点有供电需要，也应该不会选择从这里架设电缆。
Besides, considering the construction costs, even if settlements further away require power, they would not have chosen to lay cables here of all places.
对不起，请忘掉吧。
I'm sorry. Please forget what I said.
不用道歉啊，这是很有价值的猜想。或许是什么勘测活动的前哨设施呢？
You don't have to apologize. It was an interesting guess. Could it be an outpost of some kind of survey?
勘测活动？你是说类似污染区净化工程那样的吗？
Survey? You mean like for the purification project?
对，那个什么信标、净化车、长城列车什么的，现在不是到处都是吗？说不定这里曾经也有类似的规划。
Yeah, you know those. Beacons, purification vehicles, Great Wall Railway. There's everywhere those days, aren't they? Maybe there are similar plans for this place.
虽然没有任何证据支撑，但也是个合理的猜想。
There's no evidence to support this at all, but it's a reasonable guess.
哇，好尖锐的认同。如果说我的猜想正确，那么照片上的这2名人形小姐，可能就是负责运营和维护这处设施的。毕竟在污染区深处，使用人形的成本比使用人类员工低多了。
Whoa, that was pretty harsh, even though you basically agree with me. If my guess is correct, then those 2 dolls in the photo could be the one in charge of ruining and maintaining this facility. After all, employing dolls is much cheaper than employing human staff this deep inside the contamination zone.
然后因为某些原因，可能是事故，导致热电厂区域的坍塌辐射异常升高，引来了大量深海，所以不得不停止该区域的活动。
Then something, maybe an accident, would have caused the collapsed radiation around the power plant to spike to abnormal levels, which attracted a large number of elites, so they had to abandon all activities within the area.
顺着这个思路，那些奇怪的冷却塔或许就是原因。
If we follow the line of reasoning, then those strange cooling towers could be the reason.
你看，是不是说得通？
See, it's plausible.
是说得通，但就像我刚才所说，这一切都是猜想，没有证据支持，而且感觉也太顺理成章了。
It is certainly plausible, but like I just said, this is all just conjecture with no supportive evidence. It just feels so too convenient of an explanation.
沃尔利德、丽塔拉，请过来看一下。终端还能打开。
Ulrich, Litara, please take a look at this. The terminal is still operational.
哦，来了。
Oh, coming. Ulrich hangs the picture frame back on the wall and dusts her hand off before joining Litara and Lotta at the terminal.
你看，打开了，但其中什么都没有。也可能是我找的方法不对。
See, I turned it on, but there's nothing on it. Maybe I'm not doing this right?
没有任何信息，的确很不自然，应该是被隐藏起来了。但是，我们的主要目标是收集物资，获得信息也不一定是必要的。
It's definitely unnatural for it to be completely blank. The files are probably hidden, but our main objective is to gather supplies. Information isn't exactly essential.
那我们就试试从2级平层突破，看看能不能找到什么好了。
Let's try to get through level 2 and see if we can find anything.
我看你好像很在意的样子嘛。而且反正有上次突破监控室2级平层的经验，这次人手充足，应该更有把握。洛塔，麻烦你们帮大家准备接入。
I can see that you are really curious about this. Since we already have experience hacking the surveillance system on level 2, we should be able to handle it with more dolls with us this time. Lotta, please help us set up the connection.
好的。
Will do.
沃尔利德，谢谢你愿意支持我，支持我查证和目前的首要目的没有关系的事。
Ulrich, thank you for supporting me in trying to verify something that's irrelevant to our primary objective. So Ulrich is kinda... I mean, she's like a leader, but she's not really very... strict. So... not sure if that's a good sign, but we will see.
你突然这么客气干嘛？再说了，查清楚这件事也对下一步决策有帮助嘛。
Why are you so suddenly being so serious? Besides, solving this mystery will also be helpful for planning our next step.
要是你实在想感谢我，那这样吧，下次我想做什么无关的事，丽塔拉，你也要支持我。
If you really want to thank me, then promise you will also support me in doing whatever I want do next time, even if it seems silly and irrelevant. It's hacking time. Here comes those bizarre defense machines again. There's machines. Huh? What about them? They look familiar, like they are... Yeah, we got spotted. Whatever question you have got, we have to leave for later. We have gonna book it.
上啊。
Oh, there really are hidden files.
这些全都是深埋在泥土之下的树叶。
They are all levels buried deep beneath the soil.
等，这些
Wait a minute. This.
这些文档似乎都与农作物的种植有关。你们看，这几份是土壤改良方案，这些是作物生长记录，那些是种子的信息，好像就是在仓库里的那些种子。
These files all seem to be on the subject of cultivating crops. Look here. Those documents are a proposal for soil improvement. These are cultivation logs. And these are information about seeds, like the ones in the warehouse.
研究种植农作物，在污染区。
They are researching how to plant crops in the contamination zone?
这是可能的吗？
What? Is it possible?
不知道，这里没有明确的实验结果。你们看这里，
I don't know, but there are no clear experimental results. Here, look.
实验田，坐标。难道他们还在这里建起了实验田？
Coordinates of an experimental field. They actually set up experimental field here.
瓦雷德，房间中有新的发现，你可以来看看吗？
Ulrich, you have found something in the room. Can you come and check out this?
哦，好，这里好像也没更多资料了。丽塔拉，我们先切断链接吧。
Oh, sure. I think that's everything in here, Litara. Let's cut the connection.
瓦利德，你看，我们刚刚切断2级平层链接，就发现这个暗门打开了，可能是因为我们关闭了这栋建筑的防御系统。
Ulrich, look. I noted this hidden entryway right after we disconnected from level 2. It probably opens because we deactivated the defense system of this building.
里面好窄，好像是设备间。
It's cramped in here. It's like a storage room.
小心！
Look out.
没事，我只是被恶魔的尾巴绊倒了。
I'm fine. I just tripped over the devil's tail.
恶魔的尾巴？
The devil's tail?
洛塔还没有习惯杜莎妮小姐的发言风格，我想，她应该不是指真正的恶魔。
Lotta is still unfamiliar with Miss Dushevnaya's speech pattern. I don't think she's referring to the literal devil.
哦，这样。
I see.
情况怎么样？
Poor things.
好像有一些杂物，角落这里还有2个很大的，看起来是无人机。
There's a pile of random stuff. And in corner are 2 huge drones, I think.
无人机？
Drones?
小型无人机的话，应该是用来短距离搬运物资或样本的吧。
They could be drones for hauling supplies or samples over short distance.
外表没什么伤痕，但路有很多灰尘，或许还能用，首领大人。
They appear to be free of damage and just very dusty. They may still be functioning, Supreme Leader.
我看看，开关一般是在……找到了，打不开。
Let me see. The switch is usually... I found it. It's not turning on.
机械放置太久不用，反而容易坏掉。哦，巴西达是这么说的。
Machines tend to break if they are idle for too long. That's what Bashilda said.
没办法，先拿回去看看吧。就算修不好，零件拆下来也能用。
Well then, we'll just have to keep them back with us. Even if we can't get them repaired, the parts could still be useful. Pixies! Jeremy?
索米，外面出事了。
Jeremy, is there a problem out there?
没有，姐姐，但是我可能发现了这里坍塌辐射高的原因。
No, Pixies. But I may have found the cause of the high radiation level here.
怎么回事？
What's going on?
我刚刚和巴西达小姐在外面警戒，但这里一只伤害都没有，他们甚至没有靠近。
I was standing guard with Miss Bathilde outside, but there wasn't a single elite here. They wouldn't even come close.
附近仓库里有那么多伤害，这里应该不能幸免才对，所以我就想检查一下坍塌辐射强度。
There's so many elites around the warehouse that this place should be glowing with them as well. So I thought I would check the radiation levels here.
合理。然后呢？
Makes sense. And?
强度并没有明显变化，所以我想，既然伤还没有到这边来，一定是被吸引到其他地方了。
There's no noticeable difference in the radiation levels. So I'm thinking, since the elites are not here, they must have been drawn to another location.
难道真的是？
Could it really? Actually?
是冷却塔。我到达一个冒着奇怪气体的冷却塔时，检测装置上的数值突然升高了，那附近也有很多伤害。
The cooling towers. When I approached one of the cooling towers that's spewing some strange gas, the readings on the detector suddenly skyrocketed, and the place was filled with elites.
这不是和我们的猜想对上了吗？
That lines up with our hypothesis.
只是一部分，冷却塔或许确实有着提高坍塌辐射浓度的作用，但这不能解释为什么建筑物附近的深海被吸引去了冷却塔，而仓库的深海却不受影响。
Practically, at least, the cooling towers may be increasing their collapse radiation level, but this doesn't explain why the elites around the buildings are all drawn over to the tower, where those around the warehouse are not affected.
会不会是这附近的深海被我们制造的动静引去了仓库，然后全都被我们消灭了？
Maybe the elites around here were drawn to the warehouse because of our activities before we wiped them all out.
希望如此。不过，至少我们现在知道，要解决坍塌辐射和深海的问题，得从冷却塔着手。沃尔利德，下一步怎么办？
I do hope that's the case, but at least we now know that in order to solve the problem about the collapsed radiation and elites, we must start with the cooling towers. Urid, should we proceed?
现在物资也收集了不少，再往深处走，也许会更危险，更不能带着物资去。
We have gathered a lot of supplies already. Could get dangerous if we go any further, and we cannot bring the supplies with us.
先分出一批人手，把目前收集到的物资和情报带回落脚点吧。人少一些，也方便探查。
Let's get a group to take the supplies and information we have gathered so far back to the camp. Having a smaller party should also make it easier to keep a low profile while we investigate.
刚才那一战，人形们受损不小，尤其是巴西达，让他们先回去。要想把这2个漂亮的废物运回去，也需要点人手。
The dolls have taken quite a beating in the last battle, especially Bathilde. Send them back first. I will also take a few dolls to transport those 2 beautiful pieces of junk. Urid nudges the drones lying on the floor with the tip of her shawl.
巴西达不擅长作战，有战术人形同行也好。关于下一步探查的目标，我认为冷却塔或实验田都可以，你来选择吧。
Yeah, Bathilde isn't good in a fight either, so it's better to have some T-dolls escort her. I think both the cooling towers and the experimental field are worth investigating. Your choice.
丽塔拉，目前探明区的俯瞰图给我看一下。
Litara, show me a bird's eye view of that area that we have mapped.
我通过2级平层发给你，2处的目的地都标明了。
Just send it you via level 2. I have marked both locations on the map.
实验田距离稍近些。既然如此， 还是先去实验田看看吧。那片区域也还没有探索过。之前这附近生还不少，我担心实验田已经被破坏了，优先确认一下吧。
The experimental field is a bit closer. In that case, let's check out the field first. We haven't explored that area yet. There were a large number of elites in the vicinity. I'm worried that they had already destroyed the field. We should prioritize that.
索米，让巴西达进来指挥大家搬运物资。你、我、杜莎尼、丽塔拉还有洛塔去下一个坐标。
Tsuyami, get Basilia to direct everyone in transporting the supplies back to camp. You, me, Dushevnaya, Litara, and Lota are heading to those coordinates.
好的，姐姐。
Got it, Pixies? Are they actually sisters? Hidden crisis. Always remain on guard when in unfamiliar surroundings. Beneath the dual sky of their contamination zone. With Litara navigating, the lightly equipped dolls travel quietly and cautiously towards their experimental field, stepping over the occasional elites, carcass screwed across the ground.
洛塔小姐在担心巴西达小姐吗？
Miss Lotta, are you worried about Miss Mathilde?
他们能安全返回落脚点就好了。
Yeah, I hope they will make it safely back to the camp.
有战术人形保护他，而且他们也会绕开水底的礁石。
She has T-dolls as escort. They will surely avoid the underwater reefs.
礁石？这里有地下河吗？
Reefs? Is there an underground river here?
杜莎妮小姐是想说他们会绕开深海多的地方吧？现在深海们都被吸引到冷却塔那边了，我们一路过来也清理掉不少，他们不会太危险的。
Miss Dushevnaya probably means they would avoid places with lots of elites. The elites have all been drowned to the cooling towers now, and we have wiped out many of them on our way, so they should not have much problems.
哦，谢谢索米，杜莎妮小姐。
Right. Thanks, Suyomi. Miss Dushevnaya.
称呼我为杜莎妮就好，冒险的同伴。还有大仙者和索米也是。
Just Dushevnaya is fine, fellow adventurer. Why she does it? It's kind of cute. She's very cute, actually. You can call me that too. Great Sage and Suyomi.
好的，杜莎妮。
Sure, Dushevnaya.
我还是叫杜莎妮小姐吧，比较习惯这样啦。
I will stick to Miss Dushevnaya. He got used to it.
好啦，聊天的时候也不能放松警惕啊。不过这附近的深海的确很少。看来索米的推测挺准确的。
It's so cute. I don't know how many times I already told it. Now, you can chat, but don't lower your guard. Still, there really are not many elites around here. Looks like Suyomi's right.
乌尔利德，我觉得很奇怪。
Ulrich, something strikes me really odd.
你说。
Yeah, go on. Ulrich slows down to let Suyomi, Dushevnaya, and Lotta walk on ahead, while she falls in line with Litara.
收租设施里到处都是监控，这就证明这里是被严密监视着的。
There's surveillance everywhere in the facility, which means this place is closely monitored.
乌尔利德，你还记得之前我们在2级平层遇到的那些机械吗？探索了这么久，我们没在外界遇到过那些机械，没遇到过任何保卫这里的力量，我们只遇到了深海。
Ulrich, you still remember the bots we encountered on level 2? We have been here for so long, but We haven't run into any of them or any kind of defense at all out here in the physical world. Nothing but elites.
深海，对，你说的对，地上这些深海肉块腐烂程度很高，起码在这个区域已经很久没有深海来过了。
Elites? Right, you're right. The elites flesh we see here is an advanced state of decomposition. So I don't think elites have been coming here recently, at least to this place.
但没有深海，不就代表着安全系数高吗？丽塔拉，不要担心，没事的，不用担心。
This means that this place is pretty safe, right? Don't worry too much, Litara. It will be fine. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Uri just over positively, and this is like famous last words. Realizing the obvious change of topic, Litara looks towards Ulrich. Not only is she avoiding eye contact, she walks so fast her arms have stopped swinging correctly with the opposite legs. Litara thus rushes over and grabs Ulrich, causing her to bend backwards. She scratches Ulrich's head lightly with gloved hands.
怎么突然
What are you doing?
感觉你很紧张，不要自己强撑着。
You are really tense. Don't force yourself. Ulrich cautiously glances over the three who have walked over to her front. She wearily hangs her head.
被你看出来了。
Looks like you have found out.
这里看似废弃，电力却持续供给。我担心，它并不是一个普通的热电厂。会不会，我把大家带到了更危险的地方？万一……
The place seems abandoned, but the power is still on. I'm worried that it's not just some simple thermal power plant. Have I been leading everyone into an even more dangerous place than before? What if…
你是担心还有热电厂的运维人员留在这里？如果那些人发现我们，就会使用一些手段，比如控制那些和二级平层里我们遇到过的一样的机械，来攻击我们。
Are you worried that the operation personnel might still be around? That they might take measures against us? Like use the bots we saw on level 2 to protect us if they see us?
对，这样的话，事情就麻烦了。人类，不，应该说是心怀不轨的人类，远比深海可怕。
Yes, things will be really bad if that happened. Humans. No, humans with evil intentions are worse than elites.
如果真有人留在这里，我们就放弃这个落脚点，继续迁移，收集到的物资也尽量归还就是了。
People really are still around? We will just return the supplies we took, the best as we can, then leave and find somewhere else to settle.
这件事真能这么处理就结束吗？大家还等着用。
Is that really what we are going to do? What everyone is waiting for? Rosalind did not finish taking stocks of all supplies before they departed for the power plant. The nearly depleted stocks of the doll collective worry her to the end.
现在都只是猜想，过于担心反而会影响自身的行动。就算真的如此，到时候我会和你一起想办法。
Worrying too much will affect your performance. Remember that it's just hypothetical at the moment. Even if the worst does happen, I will be with you to come up with a solution.
你说的对，现在想这么多也没用，反正真到了那时候，还有可靠的丽塔拉帮我。
You're right. It's pointless to overthink it now. I have the reliable Litara to help me out if we really run into troubles.
乌尔利德刚刚还说，我想太多会宕机呢，差点宕机的另有其人吧。
And Whether it's always say that I overthink to the point of crashing. Maybe someone else fit that description too?
是我太紧张了。唉，早知道就带我的新型泡泡纸过来了。
I really am too anxious about it. I should have brought along my heart-shaped bubble wrap with me.
姐姐，这里有发现。
Pixies, I found something! Swimming ways to the tour from above, Litara checked the overheat map of the thermal power plant.
到了，就是前面那栋建筑。
We are here, at the building right ahead.
我们过去吧。谢谢你，丽塔拉。
Let's head over. Thank you, Litara.
没事。
Don't mention.
看坐标，就是那栋很矮的建筑吧？还没刚才的仓库一半高。实验田就在里面吗？
Those coordinates are for that short building, right? It's not even half as tall as the warehouse we were in just now. Is the experimental field really isn't there?
小心戒备，这里说不定有其他防卫手段。
Get ready. There might be other kinds of defensive measures awaiting us. Those sweetly put quietly prop themselves up against the wall on both sides of the building front door. Uri gently pushes the door open. It falls over with a thud, sending up a cloud of dust.
门坏了，我先进去，等我信号。
The door is broken. I will head in first. Wait for my signal.
安全，进来吧。
It's safe. Come in.
怎么有个洞在地板上？
Why is there a hole on the floor?
显而易见，这是通往深渊的隧道。
This is obvious a tunnel to the abyss.
深渊？
The abyss?
应该是实验田的入口。这里的坍塌辐射浓度这么高，把实验田设置在地下也合理。
Likely the entrance to the experimental field. The collapsed radiation levels are really high here, so it makes sense for the experimental field to be underground.
反正都到这里了，下去看看就知道了。全员检查弹药，保持警戒队形，准备进入。
We will know what's up once we go in. Everyone check your armor. Stay in alert formation and get ready to enter. The dolls maintain formation in the pitch darkness, slowly descending the stairs.
小心脚下，好像快到底部了。
Mind your steps. I think we are almost at the bottom.
好像有熟悉的味道，泥土。
Seems to be a familiar smell. Soil?
到地面了，你们小心点下来。
We are at the bottom. Be careful getting down.
这个墙壁上的红色灯光是什么？
What's up with the red light on the wall?
什么？哪有红色灯光？
What? Where are the red lights?
就在两侧的墙壁上。首领大人刚才没看到吗？
Came from the walls on our two sides. Did the Supreme Leader not see it just now?
我没看到什么灯。杜珊妮，
I did not see any lights. Dushevnaya!
杜莎妮小姐，别过去，那是机械。
Miss Dushevnaya! Don't go over there. Those are robots.
什么？
What? Blue arcs of electricity sparks all over the surrounding. A mass of red lights light up on the walls. The silhouette of bots crisscross in the dim lighting. The sound of scraping metal resonate through their previously silent environment.
是光学迷彩。
It's an optical camouflage.
跑，快跑！往出口跑！祖米，确保出口安全。我等候。
Run! Get out! Head to the exit! Tsuyomi, secure the exit. I will hold them back.
好的，姐姐。
Got it, big sis. Ulrich urged the dolls to leave while she stands guard on the narrow staircase, striking down bots beneath her that attempt to ascend. The bot she strikes fall and crashes into each other, but any gap formed it quickly swarmed by even more bots, their overwhelming electric arcs making Ulrich scrap feel number.
这外形和2级平层中见到的一样，继续跑，去室外。
This is the same design we saw in level 2. Keep running to outside. Pixies, be careful. There are surveillance bots up ahead. Damn it, they are blockading our travel route. No choice. They have to be eliminated.
不会退缩。
将贯穿。
And they're also done. The group executes a fighting retreat, breaking through the army of bots surrounding them. But as they escape the building, gray-green snowflakes descend upon them.
姐姐，下雪了，辐射浓度在增高。
Pixies, it's snowing. The radiation level are spiking.
怎么偏偏这个时候？大家跟紧我，向建筑物转移，不要被冲散了。
Why no? Everyone, keep close and follow me to the buildings. Don't get separated.
是。
Copy that. Looks like Ulrich's worries were true, and I am also worried. Eerie ghosts. The specter that guards this place has revealed itself. That does not sound good. Everyone, retreat as quickly as possible. Enemy seems to be all around. Ulrich, what now? Lotta, take the lead and advance in the 10 o'clock direction. Be sure to stay discreet. Litara, can we hold off the enemy together? Sure.
Huh. 行动中。
我开火了。
It should be safe for now. Take the opportunity now and be careful on the way. At the corner of a dilapidated building's third floor, an auctioned face peeks out of a window with just a fragment of glass left on it. It is Ulrich and her companions, hiding in the corridor of the building. After ensuring that the others are well hidden, Ulrich carefully looks out of the window.
姐姐，他们走了吗？
Pixies, are they gone?
再往实验田那栋建筑撤退。
Yeah, they are retreating towards the experimental field building.
还好，实在太多了。
Oh, good. There were too many.
他们的首要目的应该是保护地下实验田。乌尔利德，他们是不是和你的素体一样，都使用了光学迷彩？
Their prime directive seems to be protection of the underground experimental field. Ulrich, do they use optical camouflage like what your body does?
有可能，光学迷彩不是什么尖端技术，那里太昏暗了，有环境加成，隐匿效果更好。怪不得我们都没发现。
It's possible. Optical camouflage isn't exactly new after all. They hid too well in the darkness and took advantage of the environment. It's not strange that we didn't notice them.
我往里面走走，你们先在这里待着，等我信号。
I will look inside. Stay here and wait for my signal.
姐，
Pixies?
没事的，我只是去看看，很快回来。怎么，你们都什么表情啊？杜莎妮，为什么瞄准我啊？
They'll be fine. I'm just going over to have a look. So, what's with your face? Dushevnaya, why are you aiming at me?
姐姐，快过来！
Oh my god. Pixies, watch out. Who are you? And why are you so creepy? Aurora feels what seems to be a snipping object poking through her chest, followed by sparks with slightly mechanical damage. Are we okay?
再割下去就是核心了，你想得美！
Any deeper, and it will reach my core. Like hell, I will let you. I don't know, it looks kinda deep, it looks kinda through already. A neural module sends signals of her damaged chest, and Urid instinctively grabs the sharp ice-cold object, preventing her opponents from cutting deeper into her chest. At this moment, Dushevnaya's bullets hit something standing behind Ulrid. The blade pierced Ulrid is pulled out in an instant. Okay, this is not good, and she looked like Ghost.
又是光学迷彩，大家小心！
Optical camouflage again! Watch out!
洛塔小姐，掩护射击！
Miss Lotta, covering fire!
她的皮肤好硬。
Her skin is so tough.
姐姐先退后。
Pixies, fall back!
我
Oh, you! Litara reached out to cover Urid's chest wound. Tissue fluid and machine oil flows freely from her stab wound, staining Litara's hand.
还好，丽塔拉，那是人形吗？和刚刚照片上那个。
I'm fine. Litara, is that at all? It looks like the one in the photo. You are not fine. This is. I don't know how dolls work, but this does not look fine.
好像是，先别管，反击！
Might be, but focus on returning fire.
他太快了，
He's too fast. Oh my god, where is she? She looks. And she reminds me of Neurocloud, the ocean entropic. The strange phantom-like doll deftly darts around, using the objects in the corridor to evade the hail of fire direction toward her. She rapidly approached Ulrid's group, situated at the other end of the corridor.
隐蔽，快隐蔽！
Take cover! Click! Ulrid shot the ceiling connection of a hanging light, sending it crashing down along with pieces of the weakening ceiling. The strange doll shifts around repeatedly to dodge the falling debris, forcing her to pull away from the ground.
快！
Run! Fast! Faster!
洛塔小姐，那天花板！
Miss Lotta, shoot the ceiling!
好的，
Will do. Under Suyomi and Lotta's fire, the ceiling produced falling debris once again, but the strange doll has nimbly managed to dodge the falling objects.
不行，他太快了，这样拦不住他。
No good, she's too fast. We can't stop her with this.
窗户，我们可以从窗户跳出去。
The window. We can get out from the window.
跳出去。
Jump out?
3层楼的高度，希望罗莎琳不会抱怨吧。
3 floors. I hope Rosalind don't get too angry with us. Ulrid breaks the already half-broken window, helping Lotta up to the ledge.
洛塔，你先。
You first, Lotta. Oh, it's so far down!
索米，杜珊妮，快！
Suyomi, Dushevnaya, quick!
好的，
Okay.
丽塔拉，小心！
Litara, watch out!
乌尔，
Jump now! God, so intense. Urit and Litara land and roll a few times on the ground before coming to a stop. Tsuyami and Dushevnaya help them up. Immediately afterwards, the strange doll chasing them jumps down too, a durable body emitting a dull, loud slam on the ground. It's unstoppable.
姐姐，她也出来了。
Pixies, she's here too.
真难缠。跑，往仓库方向撤离。
For unrelenting. Run! Retreat towards the warehouse.
我来阻挡邪恶的脚步。
I will. I shall stop the steps of evil.
好，击中他了。
Good, that's a hit. Dushevnaya round strikes the strange doll's forehead, causing her head to lunge back in an uncanny manner. But in the next second, her neck emits a series of clicking sounds and returns to its normal position. Her forehead is marked with a faint dent. Okay, this is not our normal doll. I also don't think this is like Gen 3 doll. Unless we use very bad armor.
啊，恢复了！这是什么邪恶的技术？
Ah, it recovered. What kind of demonic tech?
杜莎，你快躲开！
Dushevnaya, dodge! The strange doll rapidly advanced right to the front of Dushevnaya with no one to stop her. Dushevnaya, who is still in a sniping stance, is unable to respond in time. Lotte comes in the nick of time by suddenly pulling Dushevnaya's left hand from behind, causing her to land on her back. Her opponent's attack grazed the tip of her nose, but at the same time, a snapping sound is heard from her left shoulder. Oh no, the arm again.
我的手，
My arm!
洛塔，小心！
Lotte, watch out! Lotte is still looking at the mechanical arm in her hand, with a stunned look on her face. The strange doll attacks, so Lotte instinctively reacts by swinging the only melee weapon-like object she had in her hand, Dushevnaya's arm.
我的手臂！
My arm! The mechanical arm lands a hit on the strange doll, then flies out of Lotte's hand. Good thing that the strange doll seems to have its movement slowed due to the recently heavy strike from Lotte. It's kind of funny right now.
对不起，
So sorry.
我来，我去捡。
I will help. I will go get it.
丽塔拉，掩护射击。
Litara, provide covering fire. Under Urit's and Litara's covering attack, Tsuyami picks up Dushevnaya's drop arm, then turns and runs towards Urit and the others. The one-armed Dushevnaya scrambles to pick herself up from the ground.
我拿到了，我拿到手臂了。
I have it! I got the arm!
快跑！
Run!
残缺的勇者必将承担治疗师的怒火。
The crippled hero will face the wrath of the great healer.
别管什么怒火了，杜莎妮小姐，快跑啊！
Stop caring about wrath or whatever. Miss Dushevnaya, run! Daring decisions. The thing that you do not want to let go of become the fuel for your courage to move. Oh, she's a boss. I just saw she's a boss. After their hastily escape, the ground is eventually forced to hide in the cooling tower full of steam in order to hide from the strange doll. The few dolls meekly hide in a relatively clean corner, away from the yellow-green packed stream rising from the bottom of the tower. Litara checks Dushevnaya's arm socket. The incidents from a few minutes back adds to her worries. She wants to write a letter again, but obviously it's not that time. Light footsteps are heard, causing Tsuyomi and Lotta to rise on alert.
是姐姐吗？
Is that Big Sis?
对，是我。
Yes, it's me. Urit has returned from her scouting. Tsuyomi hands her a rag, which she used to wipe off the droplets of her body.
这个水雾虽然好像不会立刻影响到素体机能，但遮挡视线的效果还真不错。
The stream. I don't think it will affect our body's functions immediately, but it seems to conceal us pretty well.
乌尔利德，情况怎么样？
Ulrit, how is the situation?
外面只有些无能狂怒的生孩在打架，没发现那个奇怪的人形。虽然没有按照计划撤离到仓库那里，被追着跑到了冷却塔，但看来是刚好甩掉了。
Just a few clueless elites fighting each other outside. I didn't see the strange doll. We didn't retreat to the warehouse according to the plan, but were chased into the cooling tower. But it looks like we did manage to shake her off.
正好，我们原定也要探索这里。啊，杜莎，你怎么样了？
Though, we did plan to explore this place anyways. How is Dushevnaya?
蒂塔拉小姐正在帮她修理，姐姐还好吗？看上去好严重。
Miss Litara is helping her repairs. Ixis, are you alright? It looks like a pretty bad wound.
啊，你说这个？
Ah, you mean this? Yes. Urid looks down to her chest, which is now covered by a thick layer of insulating tape after being stabbed earlier. She lightly pats it.
只是填充组织液的管子被那家伙割破了一根，看上去可怕而已。没事没事，完全没伤到重要部位，现在已经暂时封住，没有问题了。
She's pretty cool about this. It looks only bad because that thing managed to cut a pipe containing tissue fluid. Don't worry, nothing important was damaged. It also sealed up now, so there's no problem. Sure. Urit waves at Tsuyomi, then makes 2 steps in. She sees Litara wrap Dushevnaya's shoulder with tape.
回路勉强接上了，但卡口还是不稳，接触不良的风险也不低，只能先应急处理。唉，要是巴西达在就好了，他一定能修得更好。
Managed to more or less restore connections, but it is quite unstable, with a high risk of poor connectivity. That's all we can do for now. If only Bathilde were here. She could definitely perform a better repairs.
对不起，是我的错。
Sorry, it's all my fault. You actually saved her, actually.
洛塔是为了救我，大贤者也是修得很好，是我的问题，是我成为阻碍大家前行的石头。
No. Lotta was trying to save me. The Great Sage too. You repaired it well. It all on me. It was me being the rock that blocks the way forward.
我还是第一次见有人说自己是石头的。
That's the first time I have ever seen anyone call themselves a rock.
不用自责，杜莎尼，你的素体本来就没有得到彻底维修，容易损坏也是可以预料的。何况你是为了帮上我们才受损。
Don't blame yourself, Dushevnaya. Your body did not receive proper repairs in the first place, so it's normal and expected for it to break easily.
我帮上大家了吗？
I helped everyone?
那当然了，之前那里要不是你，我可惨了，对不对，丽塔拉？丽塔拉？
Of course. It would be hard. Even worse if it wasn't for your help. Right, Litara? Litara? Ola turns to face her. After not hearing Litara's reply, she notices that Litara is in deep thoughts. while staring at a nearly pipe with hot water gushing out of it.
怎么了？一脸凝重的。
What's bugging you? It seems pretty serious.
沃尔利德，你有注意到地板下面的东西吗？
Urit, have you noticed what's beneath the floor?
虽然水雾太多，看不清楚，但这个黄绿色，应该是坍塌结晶吧？
Can't be sure because of all the vapor, but the yellow-green thing are collapsed crystals, right?
对，在冷却塔底部铺设坍塌结晶，利用冷却塔内的烟囱效应，让上升的气流将坍塌粒子带到空中，随后逸散，就能使该区域的坍塌辐射浓度上升。
Yes, distributing collapsed crystals at the bottom of the cooling tower. Then, using the tower's stack effect to have the air currently carry collapsed crystals particle out into the air will allow one to increase the collapsed radiation level in the surroundings. But why?
如果以此为前提，综合我们此前观察到的情况，出现异常的冷却塔应该有3个，它们分处在不同位置，足以影响整片废墟。
If we combine this context with what we have observed, there should be 3 abnormal cooling towers like this. They are located in a few places, enough to affect all the ruins in this region.
所以说，只要停下这几个冒着绿色水汽的冷却塔，就可以降低这个区域的坍塌辐射浓度了吧？
So if we are able to stop those cooling towers from spewing green vapor, the collapsed radiation levels will lower, right?
浓度降低，深海就散了，然后继续探索就会变得更简单了。
When that does down, the elites will hit elsewhere, making it easier for us to resume our search.
继续探索。
Resume our search?
是啊，实验田的状态我们还没有仔细确认，但有那么多机械和那个诡异人形把守着，想必深海也无法对它动手。
Yeah. We can't be sure about the situation in the experimental field yet, but with so many bots and that strange doll guarding it, it must be difficult for the elites to lay a hand on it.
仓库里还有那么多种子，如果这里真的可以种植蔬菜的话，我们未来的资金就不愁了。
There's a lot of seeds in the warehouse. If we can really grow vegetables here, we will have a secure revenue stream in the future.
有了资金，我们就能扩容服务器了。很多现在还活动着的同伴，薪资都很久没有备份了。
And once we have money, we will be able to expand the server. Many of our friends are still active but haven't been able to back up their neural clouds for a long time.
可是，
But
我们目前只搜集了一个仓库里的物资，那些监控显示这里还有更多物资和设备可以使用呢。
we have only searched and seen the supplies from one warehouse so far. The surveillance system have indicated even more supplies and equipment that we can use around here.
正好又找到了疏散深海的方法，只要我们能成功停下冷却塔，之后探索起来就轻松多了。
Now that we have found a way to evict elites, it will be much easier for us to conduct searches as long as we can stop the cooling towers.
还有那些人形维修舱，就算不能带走，也得先启动起来用用。
And those doll repair pods, if we cannot move them, we can start them up for our use.
难道我们要定居在这里吗？
Are we planning to settle here? Yeah, maybe after you get this doll and security robots done.
也不一定是定居，但是把落脚点改到这里，暂时休整一段时间，总比待在我们现在那个什么也没有的地方好吧？
Maybe not settle, but using this as a temporary rest stop for a little R&R, whatever it means, would be much better than staying at our current resource empty location, no?
沃尔利德，我们刚刚才遭到了防御机械和诡异人形的袭击。
Ulrit, we were just attacked by a defensive bot and strange doll from before. Would it be just, nah, we will just get rid of her.
是这样没错，但那也不是不能解决的吧？
That's true, but that is something that can be resolved, right?
怎么解决？那名人形一定与这里有关系。你也看到了，我们看到的照片上就有他，而且如果他在，那张照片上的另外一个人也会在。
That doll must have some connections to this location. We have seen it too. The photo with Hay in it. And if she is here, the other person in the photo is here too.
他们背后还有可能存在负责运维的人类，那些运维人员一定会指挥他们来袭击我们。
Maybe the humans in charge of operating and maintenance are behind their actions. And they will definitely command those make those dolls to attack us.
但
But
无人清理的坍塌结晶，忘记被关停的热电设施，以及遭到抛弃的防御机械与人形。
collapsed crystals that no one has cleared. The thermal power facility is still running as if someone has forgotten to turn them off. The abandoned defense bots. And that doll.
废弃热电厂出现上述任意情况都还能够接受，可三项同时满足，很难不怀疑这是有意为之。废弃只是假象，这里仍然是一座正常运行的热电厂。
We can still accept the environmental conditions of the abandoned thermal power plant. But with all that, it's hard not to believe that all this is intended. The thermal power plant is only seemingly abandoned and is actually still running as intended.
我想想，
Let me think. Audit is no longer able to mask her own dismay. She slumps down to the ground, holding her head in distress. Litara's analysis has revealed all sorts of pessimistic results, bearing a serious look on her face. At this moment, Audit hears a low-volume mail notification from Rosalind.
很遗憾，但这就是我演算出来的结果。我们
It's a pity,
不能忽略这个结果。
but there's my conclusions. We cannot ignore these issues.
怎么会？
Why?
那我们不能在这里休整了吗？霍尔芬他也不能苏醒。
Then we won't be able to rest and repair? We won't be able to awaken Wolfine?
与缥缈的希望相比，浓稠的绝望总是率先到来。
Intense despair is always the first to arrive, not the faint sense of hope. Audit is silent. She hangs her head, her eyes staring at her communicator with a stiff look on her face. Litara too lowers her head and purses her lips. Noticing their expressions, Suemi tries to console them in a panic, but is anxious and on the verge of tears herself.
那个没关系的，姐姐，丽塔拉小姐，我已经观察过那个人形，还有那些机械的行动模式，下次不会再手忙脚乱了。
Everything will be fine. Pixies, Miss Litara. I will observe the doll, as well as the movement of the bots. We won't be caught by surprise again.
我会保护大家的。
I will protect everyone. Suyomi's anxious words are carried in a sobbing tone. Urid pinches her thighs hard.
太丢人了，这个样子。
How embarrassing! Why am I like this?
都决定脱离人类了，但一听到可能有人在这儿，却又怕到不行，算什么啊？
Not waiting to be under a human stump, but scattered to death after hearing that some human might still be around here. What the hell am I doing?
姐姐，
Pixies? Urit skips a communicator in one swift motion. Then springs up from the ground, pressing her head down hard on Suemi's shoulder.
对不起，让你担心了。没想到我们之间最坚强的，竟然是索米。
Sorry to have made you worry. I didn't expect that Tsuyomi was even stronger one before the two of us.
大家，我想通了，就算真的有人在这里，烦恼这些也没有意义。
I have got my thinking in order, everyone. Even if there are still humans around here, it's pointless to be frustrated about it.
我们的队伍急需补给，还有像沃尔芬那样等着被唤醒的人形，只要有一点希望，就不能放弃。
Our collective needs supply fast. And there are those like Wolfen who awaits their awakening. So long as there is a sliver of hope, we will never give up.
所以，
So,
所以，
so,
所以，
我们该怎么做，丽塔拉？
so, what should we do, Litara?
我测算能力没有你好吗？这么复杂的情况，当然得先听你的。把你最大胆、最离谱的计划交出来吧。
I'm not as good as you in calculations. This is a complex situation, so I should listen to you first. Bring out your boldness and craziest plan.
说什么最大胆？明明决定继续探索的是沃尔利德。
What do you mean by boldest? You are the one being bold by directing to continue the search, Ulrich. Despite her complaints, Litara diligently begins a new round of calculations. She holds her black pen, writing rapidly on her notepad.
看样子，我们最伟大的计划就要诞生了。哎，你们也快帮帮他。
Looks like the birth of our greatest plan is nigh. You guys should help her too.
好的，丽塔拉小姐加油！
Oh, okay. Good luck, Miss Litara.
我这里有多余的纸。
I have some extra papers.
大贤者，请允许我为您奉茶。
Allow me to serve your tea, great sage. Urid heaves a sigh of relief, seeing the doll surrounding Litara. She then quickly checks her mails, plunging her old, worn rubber pipe in her bag. Rubber pig.
结果大概是这样。
That would be likely results.
如果我们要在这里继续搜集物资，甚至考虑短时休整的话，至少要尽快关闭这些有坍塌结晶的冷却塔，而防卫机械和那名人形也都必须除掉。
If we want to continue our supply search, or even decide to take a short rest, we need to at least shut down the cooling tower containing the collapse crystal as fast as possible. As for the defense post and the doll, they must be eliminated.
这样，就算存在作为人类的运维人员，也不至于对我们造成比较大的损伤。
This way, the humans in charge of operations and maintenance would not be able to do us much harm, even if they do still exist.
直接除掉，不太好吧？
Eliminate? Is it really?
你刚刚还说要听我的。
You said you wanted to listen to me.
你想怎么做？
What do you want to do?
我是觉得，我们还不能确定那名人形是怎么回事，是受人指挥，还是仅仅触发了预设的防御机制？
I'm thinking we're still not sure about what's going on with that doll. Is she taking orders from humans? Or was she simply activated as a preset defensive mechanism.
毕竟从他们的角度来看，我们的行为的确很像入侵者，直接采取武力措施也不奇怪。
After all, to the bots and here, our actions are definitely like that of an invader. It would not be strange for them to jump and attacking us right away.
你该不会还想和他沟通吧？如果不是察觉及时，我们早就被他逐一击溃了。
You can't be thinking of trying to communicate with her. If she was noticed in time, we would all be long destroyed by her.
看看你的伤口，再晚一点，你就会被切成2半。我看你的测算模块是被切坏了。
Look at what she did to you. Second late, and you would be cut in half. Maybe your computing module was damaged like that. Litara punches Urit's stab wound on purpose, but held back so that she wouldn't damage her further. Urit covers her wound with her hand, putting on an exaggerated expression of pain.
好痛！别急别急，你先听我说，我也不是随便就下结论的。
It hurts. No need to fret. Let me explain. I'm not just randomly coming to conclusions.
你看啊，我们之前在仓库闹了那么大的动静，探索工作也一直在进行，却完全没有遇到过那些机械和人形，直到进入实验田所在的那栋建筑为止。
You see, we made a ruckus in the warehouse and went on about our search all this time without meeting the bots and the doll, until we went into their building, housing the experimental field.
对哦，那些机械很可能就是用来守护实验田的。
Right. The bots might be there to protect the experimental field.
没错，那名人形也一样，人形和机械可能都是残留在这里的防御手段。
Yep, that doll too. The dolls and the robots might have been left behind there as defensive measures.
对于那名人形，他要守护的可能仅仅是某一片区域而已。当我们进入那片区域，才会遭到他的攻击，就像刚刚那样。
As for the doll, she might only be protecting a specific area. We were attacked because we went into the specific area just now.
守护地狱的黑焰从未窥伺人间。
Oh, the black flame is a guardian of hell, never gazing upon the human realm.
如果是这样的话，我们只要确定那名人形和机械的守卫范围，并与他保持距离就好。
If that really is the case, we will be fine as long as we can discern the areas that the dolls and bots protect.
当然，如果能建立沟通渠道，他能明确告诉我们这里已经被废弃，我们能让他明白我们毫无敌意，双方和平共处就更好了。
And of course, if we can establish communications, she could confirm for us that the place is indeed abandoned, and we can tell her we mean no harm. This way we can both coexist and make peace.
多个朋友总好过多个敌人。退一步来说，万一真的还有人类在管理这里，如果我们弄坏了那些人类的人形，原本有的谈也变成没得谈了嘛。
Better to have a friend than a foe. If we take a step back and assume there really are still humans managing this place, we'll be on their back foot if we destroy the dolls and have to talk to the human later.
但他真的愿意听我们说吗？他的样子好可怕。
But is she really willing to hear us out? It seems scary.
总要试试才行。刚刚我们一上来就开打，根本没有沟通的机会嘛。
Yeah, I've got at least to try. We opened fire straight away without taking a chance to talk. After all,
我认为，如果下次遇上，我们最好不要首先做出那些会触动对方防御机制的行为，试试沟通嘛。
I think that the next time we see her, it's best to try communicating first, not take actions that trigger her defensive criteria.
首领大人连沙粒一般微小的可能性都不会放弃呢。
Supreme Leader, don't give up on slight respect of possibility.
因为我们从来就没有稳赢的选择呀。你觉得呢，丽塔拉？
Because we have no sure win option in the first place. What do you think, Litara?
虽然我的测算模块告诉我，能与对方沟通的概率无限趋近于零，但无论是你理想中的和平共处，还是退而求其次的将对方击毁，我们确实都还需要他的更多信息。
Although my computing module tells me that the possibility of establishing communications with her is near zero, my computing module tells me that too. No matter whether we manage your ideal of making peace or have to destroy her, we do need more information on the doll.
但是我们不能贸然接触，要做好充分的准备。我会结合实验田附近的环境情报，制定下次的接触计划。
However, we cannot make contact rashly. We have to be well prepared. I will process intel on the experimental field surrounding area before coming up with a plan.
希望你的运气能配得上这份天真。
Hopefully, your luck lives up to your naivety.
麻烦你了，体力活交给我就行。
I will leave that to you. Leave the physical work to me.
计划我帮你做，但接下来人形们会不会支持，我可不保证。
I will help you with the plan. But whether or not the dolls will support me is still a question.
现在，在你和杜莎妮受伤，我们的弹药大量损耗的情况下，我认为我们需要先返回落脚点。
With you and Dushevnaya's heart, with our lack of ammunition, I believe that for now it is our best interest to retreat back to our settlement.
收到，那我们就尽快动身。
Received. Then we should quickly. Urit is the first to step out of their concealment, but she is suddenly frozen in place.
姐姐，
Pixies,
别出来！
don't come out. Oh, give her a sound out.
怎么会？还是追上来了吗？
How could it be? She managed to catch up to us? After she looked through the dim lighting to ensure her teammates are properly hidden, she raises both her hand high up, facing the strange doll, who is holding a weapon.
我没有恶意，我想和你谈谈。
I have no bad intentions. I just want to talk. It does not look very talkative. Oh my god, those eyes.
喂，你能听懂我的话吗？
Hey, do you understand what I'm saying?
观察
Up there.
什么？
What?
排除保护引
Remove. Protect. Hidden. The strange doll suddenly attacks, but Urit managed to duck and evade Jaya in time. An explosion rings out nearby.
是机器，很多。
Bots! Lots of them! A large number of bots appears from behind the water vapor. The strange doll attacks Urit once again.
小心！
Be careful!
看样子是真没得了，全体优先脱离战场。
Ah, looks like we cannot talk after all. Everyone, prioritize retreating from the battlefield.
我开火了！
Why won't this gang stop tailing us? Litara, we have to fight them off. Yes. Okay, creepy doll. She actually is called creepy doll. I guess we leave this battle a little bit like here. And at least 2 enemies until within the first 2 rounds. I have my team. It's not very low accurate, but this is a team. Okay. What is creepy doll? That's a good name, I guess. Let's get rid of those one. I'm pretty sure. Even Torty can just get rid of him. I'm a little bit overpowered. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So it will be probably very short. Mosin, how much damage can you do? Quite a lot.
安全。
Lotta is pretty strong. She can get rid of both of you. And I don't think I need another rocket, so we
安
just
全。
use
给我
the ability.
停下，射出来。请下命令。我开火了。
And she's retreating. Finally, she's gone. Hope she doesn't chase after us anymore.